Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Joffrey Noodle Legs here today with another movie video. Today I'm doing something a little bit different from the horror genre. It's sort of classed as sort of horror, sci-fi kind of film, but another sort of series of films that I absolutely love and adore, pretty much since childhood, and TV series as Planet of the Apes. So I'm going to go and sort of rank through the Planet of the Apes movies into sort of like not like a top 10, but sort of like which is my favorite and which is the worst. So we're going to start with the worst one and work our way forward. To me, the worst one of all the Planet of the Apes films is this one with Mark Wahlberg. It's kind of like a remake of the original. It's not a bad film. I just didn't enjoy it because I love the original one so much. So it just sort of lacked the personality and gives you it sort of explains to you why they shouldn't do remakes, okay? And that's why that's number 10. It's not a good film. Not number 10, number 9. They've only done 9 movies, so that's the worst one. And then the 8th worst one is Beneath the Planet of the Apes. This is like the second film. It's sort of like some astronauts going searching for the astronauts from the first one, Charlton Heston, who was in the first one, and it was all like sort of it was like a sort of underground sort of cult sort of film. It's like a cult run underneath the ground. It just didn't appeal to me. I just thought it's a bit too wacky and it didn't suit the storyline. And it's out of the older ones, it's my least favourite. So that's the 7th sort of one. The 6th worst one to me is Battle for the Planet of the Apes. This one here. This was another strange one. This was like the gorillas had taken control and there was like these mutated human tribe that was sort of like fighting the gorillas. Again, it was a bit strange. It's almost like they were trying to sort of run out of the ideas, I think, and I don't know, it just didn't gel with me, but it was okay. These are still good films. Please, these are still good films. I mean, it's one of my favorite film franchises. They're all good films. These are just rated in the sort of like way I thought, you know, the best to the worst. And you know what I mean, and some of them weren't brilliant. They were good but not brilliant. We're getting towards the brilliant ones now. Okay, the next one up was Escape from the Planet of the Apes. This one I really actually enjoyed. Roddy McDowall stars in this one again, and this one it's basically based on the present day Earth, and they're sort of like they've sort of like become celebrities, if you like, and sort of enjoying it. But again, it goes a bit chaotic, and it sort of like forces them to sort of like run and change their lives, which they didn't like, you know. So it's like that sort of story when they actually came to the planet of Earth. The next one that I really liked was Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. This was a really good film. I actually really liked this one. Again, this was sort of like Roddy McDowall again in this one, playing his character. And basically what it is, he sort of like revolts. They've all become like sort of servants and replaced sort of servants and that on Earth and things like this. But he revolts against it, and they sort of uprise against the sort of humans. So it's that sort of film. It's actually a really cool film. I really like that one. Like I said, they're all good. Okay, we're getting to the last sort of 4 of the Planet of the Apes films. Now this one's really cool. This one is one of the modern sort of storylines, because these are not they made a trilogy of films recently, and they're not remakes. It's a different storyline. It's a different apes. This is Caesar. Andy Serkis plays the main character in these films. Who Andy Serkis is in my top 5 favorite actors, and he plays them really well. This is the 3rd of the trilogy, War of the Planet of the Apes. Basically, that's what's happened. Is an out-and-out war now between the humans and the apes. And again, I'm not going to give you story plots because I don't want to spoil them if you've not seen them. but they are fantastic films. They have taken the Planet of the Apes to another dimension, but done it amazingly. Really cool. Great films. Really good film. It's so difficult, these next four, to put them in like best to worst, because they're like all amazing. And this one is really cool. Really love that film. Next one, my third favourite, if you like, is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. This is the first of the trilogy, the new trilogy. It tells the story of Caesar, again played by Andy Serkis, and he's sort of like adopted by this scientist who's trying out a new drug on these apes to make them be able to communicate with humans, etc. It's all science fiction, all down to human experiments and stuff. It tells the story of them, and Caesar gets attached to his father. His father gets attacked. He goes to defend him, so Caesar gets put into a prison for apes, if you like. It's like all these sort of apes are held in like this lockdown sort of place, and he befriends all the other apes and becomes the leader of them, and they escape. Hence comes the Planet of the Apes series. Really good film. My second favourite is the original Planet of the Apes, starring Charlton Heston. Classic film. Again, about a pilot in space. He falls asleep, and I think years and years, hundreds of years later, he lands on this planet, and it's run by apes. And there is a twist to the tale, which I'm not going to give away if you've not seen it. But it's a really good story. Again, Roddy McDowall stars in this, the main ape. And now my favourite of the 8 movies is the second in the latest trilogy, and that is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. In this one, obviously, in the first one, as I told you, Caesar escapes with all the other apes from this sort of prison, and now they've set up home in like a forest, and they've established themselves. So this is like the dawn of the apes, if you like, before the war started. So, but it's again about a couple of trying to show that these are friendly. They're not there for war, but obviously humans are trying to defend the planet against the apes. And that is a fantastic film. The transfer in this is brilliant. Gary Oldman stars in that as well, who is another one of my favourite actors. I must do that one day, do like a top 10 of my favourite actors and some of the films that they've been in. That would be really cool. Anyway, that's me ranking the Planet of the Apes movies. All of them are good. All of them are worth a watch. None of them are bad films. Just that some are better than others, aren't they? Like your Friday the 13th and Halloween series, right? There's going to be films in there that are better than the others. And that's just basically what this is, ranking them in my personal choice, and what's my favourite, which is, I think, it's my least favourite. So, and I hope you enjoyed that. Do you like Planet of the Apes? What's your favourite? Have you seen them? Have you seen the 1970s, 80s TV show? I wish I owned that. I don't own it. I know it's available. I've just never got around to buying it. But I will do one day. I would like to pick that up. But they are my favourite in order of Planet of the Apes movies. They're really good films. Really cool. Anyway, guys, till next time, look after yourselves, and I hope I see you all soon.